if they can't be there for like next time, it gets really difficult to like make sure. Oh, hi, hi! I just noticed I wasn't live. Hi. Okay, so just running you down again through what happened. We had a minor inconvenience. Uh, a member of like our little party couldn't be there, and that's very unfortunate. But they were taking care of someone's important. So yeah, that's fine. I think these kinds of collaborative efforts are very prone to misunderstanding sometimes, and it also can happen that um, last minute preparations and last minute stuff can get in the way. I certainly have had streams where in the very last hour something happened and I had to go. um, yeah, those of you who remember like the Subnautica ones might be familiar with some occasions in which I had to go. So I think we're doing what we're playing the cursed game. We're going to be playing League. I have not played League in a very long time. Wait a second. Yeah, I have not played League in a very long time. What I think about that game is that it's very cancerous, but it's also very funny. It's a very funny game to like look at. Hello, ID, welcome. Yeah, where I was just telling people about, that we're switching games now. Yeah, we're playing League, and I'm not sure what to expect because I haven't played League in so long. Right now, I'm kind of like panicking because I don't remember how to like crash the social the social tab. There's like a tab that says, "Oh yeah, these are your friends," and my League account in Latin America North that has some of like my IRL friends. I doubt they will find this stream, but if for some reason they do, I don't want them to discover. Not that I'm a VTuber, but that they were like exposed through this stuff. So yeah, I wish them the best, and I hope whatever the emergency is solved quickly. Yeah, Lorelei slowly doing a bit better. Yay! Yeah, I'm glad to hear that. Meteor Ball. Hello, Meteor Ball. I see you also updated your name in like yeah. It's the on YouTube. Yes. I have also updated a lot of my stuff on my own end on my main channel. I tagged the Archons that you are live. Okay, thank you for that. Yeah, so we're playing League. Okay, are you guys seeing League? I have not. Let me just find the tab because I haven't played this in a while. In ideal situations, okay, there you go. There you see the cursed interface. Mm, is it fine that you see my mouse with this kind of thing? Let me just do something about that. Okay, we're doing solo duo ranked. Honestly, I'm kind of glad you guys can't see, like, you can't understand League. Well, that most of you can't understand Spanish because League of Legends in Latin America North is like probably the single most toxic gaming experience I've had sometimes. So yeah. Okay, we're supporting, so I'm going with Sejuani. And what runes are these? I think that's fine. Yeah, very like normal support. Who should I ban? I don't know. I don't know the meta. I haven't played in like a long time. Yeah, sure. He's like a classic ban. Okay, I should be around here so you guys can see the map. Oh, wait, wait, wait. Yeah, this is like a good position. Mm.
No confíes en nada salvo en tu fuerza.
The voices are so cringe. Okay. I tagged the Arcans, now we see it. Brasil número uno. Io non parlo português. But thank you. Looking forward to whatever happens. I would like to play with the Brazilians. I don't know if they're good at League. Uh, Mexicans, Latin America North, which is basically Mexico and the Caribbean. Uh, People are good, but they suffer of how do I describe this? You know, in Mexican football, whenever you're watching like Mexicans play what Americans call soccer, right? There's this thing where people really want to shine by themselves. They really want to like come forward and be like the person who scores the goals, the person who makes the plays, and that's good because a lot of people, you know, you get a lot of players who individually are very good, but you also get this problem that people aren't really team players, and you know everyone's basically a star that maybe when they play together they're not as good as the sum of their parts. So yeah, that's the thing with League. Teams are very important. Teamwork and the team effort is like really important. So yeah, um, that's kind of the thing. I hope we can like make it. Uh, Watching me play support, which is not like the most exciting thing in the universe, but yeah, something, something, something. Okay, so now the game has basically disappeared from my eyes. Can you guys see the like screen loading? Uh, Wait. Let's see. Let's see. If you can't, then maybe I should do something about it. 7-1 the Brazilians. Also, Mexican soccer players are too self-centered. I wouldn't say self-centered. I would say, you know, you have to understand what Mexican soccer players kind of go for, right? If you want to be selected for the teams and stuff like that, you have to be like individually brilliant. Because there are a lot of people who play soccer in Mexico. Everyone is trying to be like the star. So, you know, when to get to the big teams, you have to um, work with that philosophy, when you have to go through like that whole thing of, you know, being better than everyone in your team, and then you're better than everyone in the next team, and then you're better than everyone in the next team. You know, you're never quite trained to work in a team effort, and that just kind of conditions you to you know, shine as an individual. But football and the way it's played in Europe, for example, you really need to be a team player, and a lot of people aren't team players. Yeah, that's basically it. I don't know what any of these items are. Oh, those guys are there. So how's everyone's day? How are you guys doing? Oh fuck. Eh? Uh okay, that's not a great start. I don't want to be better than everyone else. I am fine with someone outshining me. So it's just Mexico is bad at refining players. We're not really bad at refining players. I would say it's a lot more complicated than that. It's very bad at creating teams. Individual Mexican players are brilliant, I think. You know, you'll see people like Chicharito, for example, who go on to play in Europe, and they're very good in Europe. But in order to get to that level, they need to. What do they need to do? Oh shit! Um, should I go and be a good support and help him get the kill? No, too late. No, I just got back from vacation and feel tired. Hmm. Should vacation make people feel tired? That's interesting. Well, I hope you had fun. If you couldn't rest, then maybe fun is the next best thing. Ah. Um, do you guys know about League? Um, do you know how these games played, or should I explain? I don't mind explaining honestly because uh, I played this game a lot in my time. Uh, when I was going to like enter college, basically, I spent months. You know, that entire summer, I just played League because I had nothing else to do. So yeah, I'm familiar with the game, familiar enough that I could like tell people what's going on, I guess. So yeah, I know. Okay, that's good. I think this um this Kaisa is being very aggressive. Um, with this level of aggression, we're probably not going to gain a lot of ground from them. Um, yeah, she has spent a lot of her energy just farming and not trading with them. We're also like right below their tower, so there's like not much we can do in this situation. As a support, what I should be doing here is trying to help her farm and like create plays, but at the moment this is proving a little difficult. Ooh, that was a very good shot on her end. But she's running out of mana. You know, that like blue bar over there? It's getting too low. Um, if it gets too low, then she's not going to be able to fight when we actually get into a battle. Vacation seems like more of a hassle than it's worth for me. It's more stressful than my usual life. Yeah, I guess. Traveling can be very exhausting. Oh shit. Oh no, I couldn't make it in time. No! Okay, yeah. I think we got him. Yeah, this was decent trade. I'm just gonna harass her so she doesn't farm. Yeah, like what are you gonna do? Your farm is like over there and I'm here. Yeah, sure, whatever. Do you know how tanky I am? This champion is built to resist damage. Oh no, but now the waves are here. And yeah, she has to go back. I'm gonna signal to see if like maybe the jungler can come. Oh my goodness. How's it going? Hey Rosa, hi. You're watching me play League. Oh my god. uh, why can't you come when I'm playing like a less toxic game? But like, welcome. Yeah, I'm just getting through like. Yeah, we were planning on playing Elden Ring, but we couldn't sadly. I had like a collab going on. I tried downloading the game a long time ago, but it wouldn't work. Now I will never forgive it. That's fine. Yeah. Yeah, League's like a whole experience. Toxic game, don't recommend. But it's fun to watch people kind of rage at it, so yeah. Yeah, I can stay for long by ourselves leading. Take care, Rosa! Mwah! Be like a good yeah, take care of yourself. I know you work very hard. I'm gonna tell you to go rest because yeah, you you work a lot and you should rest. Thanks for stopping by though, I really appreciate it. You get a drink. Yeah, this is like the Latin American server. Latin American North. There are two servers, the Brazilian one and the Mexican one. This is the Mexican one. I have never played in the Brazilian one. Maybe they're good. Wait. Oh, that was very good for us. Oh, shit. We're gonna get him. We're gonna get him. No. I mean, I don't care if she hits me because I'm very tanky. Like, she's not gonna succeed. I basically knew that. Did the bot ban Rosa? Did it ban Rosa? What? Rosa, are you banned? No! Yeah, if you type like in all cats, I think it mod killed Rosa. No! I'm gonna have to get rid of that fucking bot. It's banning everyone. Um, yeah. I'm sorry, Rosa. What did you say? What did you type? Just tell me. Tell me on like a Discord DM. I will get back to you. She typed in all caps. Oh. Oh, right. Yeah, no, the bot just if you type in all caps, the bot will sometimes kind of mute you, I guess. Oh my god, Kami, you Are people doing the dragon? They're doing nothing. I am the support and I have one kill. One of two kills in this whole team. Um Oh, she's playing very well. I say she, I don't know. I'm just referring to the character. Rap's worst enemy is his own bot. Yeah, man, like, I have guests over and the bot decides to be like a fuck thing. God damn, I say that I haven't even done anything yet. Oh, damn. Yeah, well, some days are sleepy, I guess. That was good. I will be lurking. Okay. Yeah, I'm just playing League right now. It hasn't told me I'm banned. Weird. Huh. What? Get her! Get her! No! Why didn't you? No! I killed her instead. This is such a terrible lineup. I'm sucking. Wow, didn't really know your nationality. Are you were Spanish speaking? Sí, soy mexicano, puedo hablar español y esta es mi cuenta de LAN. Estoy jugando en la que era mi cuenta cuando jugaba League de manera más casual, debería decir. Uh, yeah, I speak Spanish. I'm Mexican. I'm Mexican, bro. Oh, nice! Get her! No! This game is infuriating because of these reasons. Like, fuck this game. Oh my. All caps. No! You think you can get me? You're dumb. Get over here. Come on! None of you guys went in too early. This is so sad. No. All caps. Yeah, no, I that bot needs to be deleted. It's being I can say good morning and how are you in Spanish and that's it. I mean that's fine. That's most more Spanish than most Americans. So yeah. You know that scream came at a time where I wasn't really doing anything, so ha ha. Also welcome Havona. You're gonna die. Okay, I just scared her. That's fine. Oh my god, why are you so annoying? Leave. Leave my jungler. Yeah. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go. Hit her. No, yeah, let's go. Let's kill. Kill. Ah, that was so good, but with nothing came out of it. This game is infuriating. Die. Yeah, boy, we got him. We got him. Ok, I'm gonna go do something productive. Hablamos después, Ravi. I love you. I love you too. Yo también te amo, Raza. Que estés muy bien. Um, I can't say anything in Spanish. Viva la vida. I don't know. I'm relatively comfortable being like very excitable with this game because I know it well enough to the point where I can scream and not be mad. I can be coherent. When I'm playing Sekiro, for example, I'm very focused, but when I'm playing this game, I'm basically like, bruh. I'm mindset. Mm, I know it too well, which maybe makes streaming it funnier. I don't know. Buenas noches, señor Raba. Buenas noches, Kame. Que estés muy bien. Bro, scary. I don't care. Bro, they're so bad. Oh no, they got the dragon. They basically distracted us with the ADC to get the dragon. That's so scum, though. Get her! Perfect. Yeah, boy, we got it. Carolina del Norte. Yeah, that's a place in the US. I actually take college Spanish class in like 3 weeks. Oh, okay, that's cool. Yeah. Man, I hate League. I hate being good at it. I hate this game. But I've just dedicated like so much of my life to this game in the past that I could become a League streamer, I think, but I don't want to because like getting to the point where you're ranking and actually competing with people who know what they're doing, that's like crazy, bro. The people are like very good at this game the way that people can be like good, professionally good at like many things in life. That's the thing with League, you can go pro. We just scared them off. Now the ADC should be alone in the. Okay. Oh no, they're just there. Oh shit. No. Okay. They trapped us very well. They did very well. I tried to learn French. It was hard to switch to Spanish. They're very similar languages. I think that if you know French, you can learn Spanish very quickly. And if you know Spanish, you can learn French very quickly. It's kind of like English and German, right? They're cousins. Um, so yay. What am I doing? Why am I here just to suffer? Oh, that was very good. I think I have a very good ADC, which is like great. Because having bad synergy with your teammates is like the worst thing that can happen to you in this kind of game. Ah, yeah, no, it's a bad moment to turret type. We're just gonna keep the pressure. Keep the pressure, keep the pressure. Okay, the four of them are coming. The four of them are coming. No! Wow, you guys suck. You guys are terrible. I kind of hate you all. The whole party came down here to like attempt to kill me and the ADC. Help! Help, you idiots! I'm having. No. Everyone's down here. What are you doing? I'm not. I'm not the attacker. The attacker is the person that they killed. Okay. Nah, you guys are stupid if you think I'm going to like fall for your trap. I know this game too well. Oh, that's cute. You think you can like kill a tank with your dumbass and moo skill set? Nah, bro. You're about to know pain. You're muted. Had you muted? The only qualification my French teacher had was being addicted to wine. That whole class is a long story. You know, wine in France is like cultural, right? It's something that even children drink. Some kids will drink wine before they drink something like Pepsi. Nope. Nope. Oh my god, everyone's here! Go away. They killed the dragon. Down. They're such an interesting team. Yes! Catcher! Oh, that was so good! They're not a bad team. I think we're the bad team. Nah, fuck! Okay, it had to happen. I am looking forward to Arcane Season 2. There's going to be a Season 2? I didn't know about that. I hope it's good. This is the only way to cope with being French at drinking wine. No, no, no. It's just that wine is cultural. Wine is something that we drink like normally. Like in cafeterias, for example, children will be given wine. Like in the school cafeteria. Mm, It's like, yeah, can I have wine, please? They won't give you like a lot, obviously, but if you want a little cup, if you want like a bit of it, it's like, yeah, please. Uh, at least it was when I was in school. Your parents maybe were working, you were going to stay in school for like the long haul, and then basically you were given the option to like have lunch. You ate at school. I ate at school a couple of times. Um, and yeah, basically when you eat at school, you are given like a lunchbox and things like that. And in the lunchbox that I had, sometimes wine will be there. Uh, I didn't really like my school cafeteria though. I think it kind of sucks. I didn't like it. I think that French food is really good if you're eating like small portions. If you're eating big portions, like lunch and that kind of stuff, Mexican food is like way better, in my opinion. French food is better if you're having like a small meal with a friend who's coming over, as like fries or cheese or cold meats and that kind of thing. If that's what you're going to have, then yeah, you should definitely eat in France. But if you're just eating like casual, um, yeah, just food for like food that you want to eat because you're eating, then Mexican is like way better. What percentage was it? Most wine is like 12%. Yeah, so 12% wine. Um, that's pretty normal. Most wine is 12%. uh, I ate a whole baguette in one sitting. Like the bread? Just the bread? That's so weird. Every time you eat baguette, you should like accompany it with something. Baguette is like an accompanying bread. So one thing you can do is to take the baguette and then you like rub cheese into it, or you eat it with like a cold meat, like ham, for example. Eating it by itself is, I mean, it's something you can do, but it's weird. Like, like, hey, bro, want to have some like raw baguette? Just like a stick of bread? Why not? That sort of thing. Oh no, the tower is going down. London Tower is going down. Cultural American. What do you guys think of the word Native American? Uh, I was listening to a lecture by a professor that I really enjoy, whose name is Slavoj Žižek, and he told a story about a friend of his who is like First Nations, maybe I should say, and uh, yeah, he said he didn't like the word Native American because he felt it was like, yeah, I'm native. Like, then what are you supposed to be, like cultural American or that kind of thing? Whoa. Yay! Yeah, so I mean, his exposition is like very complicated. Basically, his argument is that when you assume that that the closer you are to the center of power in American culture, the more unacceptable it is to express your own culture as something particular, right? So, what does that mean? It means that if you're a black American, for example, then you can say that you're black and there's like no problem with it. And you can assert your blackness and have it be like a feature of your politics or and a feature of your interests, right? If you are, let's say, Asian American, then you can do that as well, and it's like acceptable. It's something that people won't have too much of an issue with. It's just a thing, right? But if you're white, then asserting your identity is kind of more complicated. And I kind of understand why, right? Because, in the case of the United States, asserting like white identity is kind of like reinforcing the hegemony. And a lot of times when that's like executed in like an actual meaningful context, it's for like racist stuff. It's the supremacy of like the white Americans, the Anglo Americans, as opposed to like everyone else. Um, but what Zizek says is like that there's something kind of perverted in that, I guess, in that when you are like that white people basically, by assuming that their identity is the only one that cannot be asserted, they are the ones ascribing themselves something close to a universal position, right? Like this idea that yeah, you know I am the only one who doesn't need protection. I am the only one who can't say things, who can't have like forms of cultural expression and that sort of thing. And that's kind of racist in itself because it's asserting that um, in the subtext of our interactions, then I am being racist by being condescending. And yeah, that's basically Zizek's argument, right? The idea that uh, a lot of this like woke culture is very insincere because it's based on you know white people going from being an actively malevolent kind of um, American hegemon to being a benevolent hegemon, I guess. So yeah, like maybe I'm not being like actively racist to you, but I'm being like perniciously racist by saying like, oh yeah, no, like don't worry, you're fine, you're valid, and yeah, you can't say that word and things like that. Um, Zizek is very interesting, but he's very controversial as well because I think he's kind of old. He doesn't get why a lot of Americans have come to the kind of cultural um, conventions that they have, because I think these conventions also exist in places like Canada, for example, right? And they exist in Canada because whenever you are dealing with a lot of cultures and a lot of spaces, um, you know, people naturally learn to be polite because to have a successful society, you have to be able to communicate across many boundaries, right? Cultural boundaries, uh, yeah, like ethnic boundaries, language boundaries. Everything becomes this really complicated exercise of, making peace with the other in ways that are meaningful and allow for you to cooperate and be effective in in one way or the other. Um, but the kind of pernicious thing about that is that when it's argued from a position of uh, white people are tolerant and everyone else is tolerated. When you address uh, inequality from a position of hegemony, there are ways in which maybe you don't challenge the hegemony, I guess. So yeah, I eat a plain baguette, but still won't eat a taco. I mean, you have kind of a delicate diet. I'm not sure if tacos are like for someone who can't eat a lot of stuff. Tacos are fundamentally heavy meals, so yeah. So the most typical rap live stream rap starts explaining Zizek. I mean, I'm not really interested in Zizek, right? Like, what I'm interested in is this idea of like, what do people think of? I forgot the question that I asked. Yeah, of like le wokisme, as some French politicians say. I don't agree. A democracy has a hegemon. What do you mean a democracy has a hegemon? Like, are you saying it does or that it doesn't? The hegemon of a democracy is a person who is able to use the power of the man. What? I'm not sure I get what you mean. I think the hegemon in a democracy is like whatever the majority is, right? Because whoever has the most, whoever can argue themselves into a group has the most power as a group. So that's the thing. If you are like the majority, then you have more voting power than anyone else. And then, you know, the majority can be tyrannical in its own right? Like, for example, in the United States, there have been situations where like workers' unions who are in their majority white can be like quite racist, right? And then you could have a workers' union that, oh yeah, it's the union, it's progressive, it's advocating for workers' interests, but it's not advocating for every worker's interest, it's advocating for like white people's interests, because the the hegemony is the yeah the there are occasions in which the crowds are not wise, is what I'm trying to say. And in those occasions, like, what do you do, right? Hey, we got him. See, this is why you have to be very careful in this game when you're looking at the screen. We fucked over their base already. Your base is fucked. Now we retreat. It's what I said, he's a doodle negative. Oh. Oh yeah, Bolshevik. What do you mean, Bolshevik? No, I mean the tyranny of the majority. That's what happens when let me look at their team. Like, who do they have who is the most powerful? Oh, okay. Uh this one. This is a great example of the majority oppressing others. There are better examples, but I guess so. I think the best example of like a majority oppressing a minority is the Confederacy, right? The American Confederacy, where you have a majority of white people who have like all the institutional and political power, and because of that, they can justify being like pretty awful to everyone else. They can like act as these what would you call it? A group that has the monopoly on power in various meaningful ways. I love this team. We're doing so good. Let's go. Venceremos. Hasta to victory. I don't think we're gonna make it. I don't think this is gonna be the one. Yeah, no, we have to leave. We have to leave. No. Oh, look at you, little annoying piece of shit. You interrupted my teleportation. Um, my goal is for my ideology to become a hegemon. That's most ideologies, right? Like that's the core. That's the core observation of realism. Every ideology is like pursuing its own means to power. So, like the robber barons of the 1880s, I'm not sure because that's a minority exercising power over a majority. Tyranny of the majority is when you have like a group that is most of the society, and then they use, their power being most of the society to extract, power from like everyone else. That was one of like Plato's criticisms of pure democracy. I think the fact that it wasn't sensitive to, the fact that majorities can be tyrannical, that there are ways in which people can be, what would you say, a group of people, even if they're the majority, can be an oppressive force on the state and on society and a bunch of things, which is kind of a problem if you're trying to create a just world, a just situation, right? Because if you're interested in justice, then you can't have really uh, that kind of tyranny. When everyone, it's like imagine a class, right? A class, like a group of classmates, and they all agree that they hate one guy, and they all agree to hate the guy, and it's 20 people, and they bully one person. Technically, the majority of people will be happy, supposing that everyone is exercising their will. If all 20 people agree that bullying is like something they want to do, um, then maybe they can bully and be happy, and maybe they would be very unhappy if they weren't bullying. And the kind of situation that you get out of that is that, the bullies are. What are they doing? They're just kind of getting what they want, right? Whereas you could describe a situation where maybe the people who don't want to be bullied is just one person, and maybe if they're not bullied, they get what they want, but 19 people don't get what they want. Uh, what do you do in that scenario? Um, the democratic thing, the pure democracy argument is that if you want to be a utilitarian and kind of maximize the happiness of the collective, then yeah, the minority will be bullied. But that's not right? Like you wouldn't look at that scenario and discuss it as something fair. So, um, I guess what I'm trying to say is that that's a weakness of a pure democracy. The fact that just because a majority of people are getting what they want, it doesn't mean that you have something that's just. So yeah, the Confederacy was really weird. It was trying to freeze the wealth of industrial plantations. Oh, this is literally the description of my experience in American high school. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry to hear that you were bullied. I hope you've been able to move to a situation where, that's not the case anymore. What are you doing? Oh, well, they're like fighting us. The minions are basically destroying their base. Yeah, this is like a thing about that game. Everybody disliked me, so they bullied me. I think the death penalty should be illegal at the state. Uh, the state should not have that power. Why are you talking about the death penalty? Did I mention it or something? I don't remember mentioning the death penalty. But yeah, I mean, that's kind of like the prescription of. I forgot who made that criticism. I think it was a British guy, but I don't remember a lot of what a lot of British guys. British guy political theory is like the worst. The best is French. Yeah, what has the UK ever done for us? What has the UK ever done? What have the Romans ever done for us? I've been bullied even by a racist teacher who hated me because I was American. Huh. Ah, that sounds kind of bad. Yeah, I guess xenophobia is like pretty normal in some parts of Europe. Like Europe is very racist. A lot of people don't really, because they're used to American racism, they don't think that Europe can be racist. But Europeans can be very bad. I'm not sure if you can even be racist to Americans though, because American is not really a race, right? So you can be xenophobic to a person from the United States, but racist? I'm not sure. Wait! No! Oh shit, they got me. I think this attack was very dumb. We approached it in a very stupid way. Okay, well, time to get something that upgrades my power. What's in the meta these days, guys? Do any of you know? I need magic resistance. I think this team, the people who are really caring in this team, uh, they're very good at magic resistance. They're the wizards. Okay, whatever. You're about to get super idled. Super idled is wrong. Yeah, take that. I can't hate the English for one reason. They created Willie Shakespeare. Eh, I mean, I guess that's fine. I had a moment in my life where I really liked Shakespeare. Right now, I'm more ambivalent about Shakespeare. I think because I've read a lot of criticism of Shakespeare. So, it goes a little worse on the stomach once you've been like a fan, and then you are, kind of reading why, on criticisms. But Shakespeare has been around for very long, so people have had like centuries to criticize him. So I guess in that sense, I can't be too mad, right? Like anyone who has had like published art that's like millenarian in a sense will face a lot of criticism. Okay, you done video. No! Sustain! Don't die! Sustain the attack! Yes! Yes! I'm gonna win! 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 I won! I destroyed their base. Let's go! uh, what are your... I'm gonna give, like... The Kaisa was amazing. I got a level? Oh, I got a champion as well. That's good news. And I got a Hextech box. And I got another Hextech box. Okay. Uh-huh. Okay, well, thank you for all of that, I guess. That's a lot of stuff. I think I'm gonna play another one. Bro, I have so many boxes, but I don't have any keys. These kind of sucks. I need another key fragment. But let's see what champion I got. I got Jace and I got Zeri. I don't know who this person is, but sure, let's accept. She seems like one of those new champions. I guess I can get a new one. There we go, new champion. I don't care for Jace, so I'm not sure if I want to get him. Wow, you did it all by yourself. I didn't do it all by myself. I basically, you know, I made a good decision when a good decision needed to be made. That's kind of what this game is. What do I think of Camille? I think he's fine. I don't have like super strong feelings on Camille. His philosophy is kind of like what do you call it? It's okay. Wait, let me move myself over here. What? Yeah. His philosophy is okay, but it's also like it doesn't really tell you what to do. It tells you how to think about what to do, which is fine, which I like. But you know, it solves a problem that I don't really think I ever had, which is meaning. I've never been someone who like struggled with the questions of meaning, honestly. Yeah, because questions of meaning are kind of bourgeois, in my opinion. I don't really think too much about the meaning of life. You know, who cares, right? I constantly wrangle with what is truly the meaning of life. You know what? Thousands of years of philosophers who have only struggled with that single question have not found the answer, and I doubt that like one of you will find it like within your lifetime. Like a meaning of life in the abstract, that's like impossible to characterize. I think that even the founders of the American Republic knew very well that that's something that you couldn't do because people who have this question of, you know, the pursuit of happiness, right? What is the pursuit of happiness? What is the thing that you should pursue to be happy? In general, the conclusion is that it doesn't exist. That you should have the right to the pursuit, but you can't have a right to be happy, because that would imply that there's a formula or like a thing that makes every single person happy, and that's not true. Happiness is like an experience. It's like a journey, like a thing that you that is very particular to you, and that your journey to it might not be someone else's journey to it, right? Oh my god, I got support again. Yeah, fuck it, I'm playing Zoe. I don't give a fuck. If I'm playing Zoe, then I really want to ban someone who has like attack. I don't remember any of these people.
Cobarde. Ojalá mueras con los ojos cerrados.
That's such a funny. I was also asking because Camus is like one of my dad's all-time favorite authors. He considers La Peste one of the greatest books ever written. So I was considering whether trying to read The Stranger. I think you should read The Stranger, but maybe at like 17 years old. Right now, it's going to make you like a very edgy teen. Yeah, because L'Étranger, that's a book of like people who L'Étranger is a book about people in society. You know, it's about a book about how society is fundamentally immoral, how society is fundamentally irrational, and how in the pursuit of kind of, you know, creating the illusion of rationality, in the pursuit of creating the illusion of rationality, society will do like a bunch of messed up things that yeah, just kind of mess everything up for everyone. So what should be your philosophy then? Yeah, L'Étranger is a book about it's a book about how one very specific society was very bad. So, you know, if you read it in the abstract, separated from its kind of political context, its historical context, all of these things, you're probably not going to appreciate it as good as you could. So I advise against reading that until you understand, you know, a bit about France or a bit about your own morals a bit more. Well, I'm already with Thomas Hobbes on the idea that humanity is selfish in nature. I don't know why you're reading political theory so young. I think there are probably better uses of your time, but if that's what you want, I support you in your journey, I guess. Yeah, whatever.
Golpea primero. Pregunta mientras golpees.
These names, you know, these like statements are so cringe. Psyops. I think the best skin is You know, the skin, the main skin is the best one. Uh, bro, their team sucks. If you say girls is a better expense of my time, not even like girls, just like uh yeah, it's not that girls are a better use of your time, it's that since you're like a teen, you should probably develop like the skills that a teen needs, you know. That's most of what I'm trying to say to you. Like the skills you need as a teenager is not like um macroeconomics, right? So yeah. Then that's what convinced me of Hobbes' theory on humanity's nature. No, why? See, here's the thing. Uh when you're very young, a lot of people who like history games, politics games, all this kind of stuff, right? They get this idea that basically politics is about getting to a position where you are playing Civ 6, but with like a bunch of people and that sort of thing. You know, that uh, what politics is basically the ability to put someone in power that agrees with you and who is like important and powerful and gets to make the big letter decisions, right? Like the big decisions. That's not true. Um, when you're doing political activism or when you're doing that kind of thing, the stuff that is typically most valuable to you is being able to communicate effectively with people your age. Political science, what it is at its core, is the study of the management of groups, of humanity in groups. And if you are like a truly effective political thinker, the first group that you should be able to manage is your own community, right? Like your own, um, your circle of friends, your school, your you know, the people around you. Politics is the management of the community, and I think it's to become like good at political, uh, to be politically effective, right? To be efficacious, not necessarily like good or bad at it. It's very important that you are able to like think, that you are able to make sure that you're skilled enough to navigate the world around you first. So that's why I think people shouldn't read like macro econ or that kind of stuff when they're very young, because like why? you know People who study economics don't get oftentimes to a position where they can do macroeconomical theory. They won't get to a position where they work on the things that they studied. And I guess that my question is, uh, if people who study that don't really end up in the job positions that allow them to like think about that, to work on that area, why do you think that the average person should get this like hyper technical knowledge about uh, public policy and stuff? By day's end, uh, in liberal democracy, your vote will always be one vote, and it counts just as much as the vote of the uneducated person. So, all that time you spend getting an education, all that time you spend like really getting to know the things that you know, someone else who votes in the democracy will be able, with relative ease, to minimize the effect of your vote, to minimize the effect of your political activity. And I guess my question in that situation is like, what do you do then, right? Like, what do you want to do with that information? What I want to do with that information, in that position, is just kind of realize that, yeah, I mean, it's not really super useful for me to have these high level policy ideas about things that I will probably never be in a position to decide about. So, my time is better used on the politics of things to which I am closer to the center of power. So, what that would be local politics, that would be your community, your school, unionizing your workplace, that kind of thing. Uh, the the domestic part of the revolution, basically. So yeah, mm, you know, that's most of what I'm arguing about. So it's not that you can't be interested in it, because of course, it's good that you're interested in politics this way, but not at the expense of living your life. Because why do we do politics? We do politics to be happy, right? We do politics because we want to be happy. Um, we want to create a better society to so that more people can be more happy. That's like the basic Lockean utilitarian argument. Maximizing utility for the community. The good statesman is the statesman that maximizes utility for the community. And I guess that in that situation, like, I ask you, why would you want um to like ruin that for yourself, I guess. Yeah, right? Like, why would you want to um not be happy and not learn the skills you need to be happy? Hmm. Yeah, people should be happy. And I think that you can be into politics the same way some people are into Pokemon, for example, or into anime, for example. You can be so focused on politics that you actually forget to live your life. I know people who, are really into elections, and they actually like get depressed when when they lose an election. Like, why, bro? Why? It's like, the people who win elections have been getting careers in political matters probably since before you were alive, right? So why are you getting upset at these careerists in a liberal state getting like stuff, right? Like, why does it matter? It's very unlikely that local citizen number 375, are going to get much of a say in political decisions happening at very high levels of the state. So I guess that my query is like, why burden yourself with that information, with that thinking, with with that responsibility of global warming, for example, right? Solving global warming is kind of like solving capitalism. It's a problem so big and so cosmic that it makes no sense to individually stress over it. Um, this was literally me when Giorgia Meloni became prime minister. See, but why though, right? Like, you know, you don't have control over that. You can't even vote. Because the search of knowledge is what drives us. I don't know. I don't think humans really care about knowledge. I think humans are curious for sure, but caring about knowledge is like the drive of life. That's a very different thing. I think most people can be really happy and ignorant. Knowledge is not like this big metaphysical thing that, you know, objectively grants people happiness. There we go. And I do have friends and we talk about other stuff. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, no, I guess that my point is in my life, I've met a lot of people who got lost in politics, who got really into politics and they never do anything. They literally just vote, and that's like the beginning and the end of their political activity. And they get really stressed when they don't win elections and things like that. And it's like, why? Why, bro? The liberal state is hegemony. Like, you're not going to get all the things that you want to get just because you want them, you know? Um, don't be mad about that. Decisions happening at the level of the masses are not for individuals to concern themselves over unless they are like actively involved in the creation of political difference. So yeah, I pick politics as my hobby and I am too deep to back out. No, you can always back down. Like if you're into it as a hobby, then yeah, you can always change hobbies. I guess that the thing that worries me though is that you can be into politics for the drama, not necessarily because you want to make a difference, but because it's dramatic, right? It's like interesting to look at. And the problem with that is that if you are minded that way, then you can certainly become this kind of person that is very averse to people criticizing their obsession, because then your obsession is not really uh, an irrational obsession. It's like, oh, I'm doing politics, mom. This is not like a bad hobby. I'm actually doing something interesting, that sort of thing. And you're basically consuming information as a glutton. You're an information kind of collector rather than a political analyst or something similar. So yeah, that's kind of what concerns me, right? People who don't learn to see that politics can become its own sort of addiction, and not in a productive way, but actually in like a information gluttony way, which is kind of a waste of time the way I see it. But if you're thinking and looking at it as a hobby, then maybe it's not a waste of time for you, right? Killing a politician gives you the most power the quickest. Because adults always diminish me, and when someone my age voices their political opinions, they won't be considered. Like, actually, me and my friends are talking about politics, but no one except ourselves will. Well, yeah, you're children. Like, you can't vote. Why do you care? Like, listen, the way I see it, you're justified in caring about politics. It's probably better for someone to care about politics when they're young than later in life. But you're not at a stage in your life where that's super relevant. There are other things that you could be learning that would probably be more useful. Um, like women, like talking to girls. I died. Hey yo, my team did so good there. Oh, but they got killed down there. I am a collector of random facts waiting for an innocent civilian to rant. Don't be that. Don't be that. I mean, I guess it's fine to have a special interest, right? Um, it's fine to care about things like that. It's fine to be interested in stuff. But I guess that my point is that it can eat you. You can certainly be into it for the wrong reasons, and you gotta be very careful that you're not, because you could end up wasting a lot of your life and stressing uh, a lot over things that fundamentally you don't control and you won't control. Who wins an election in like the liberal democracy election game, right? That's not something that you, an individual, will be able to control ever. And if you want to be politically effective, you're better off connecting with like local politics and things like that. Now, if you're into politics for the hobby, then that's fine. You can certainly do that. But then you're like a bourgeois. Yeah, you're a bourgeois enjoyer. Why do you like dating so much? It always seemed pretty pointless to me, besides the tax breaks. I mean, honestly, if you're like asexual or something like that and you're not into dating, then um, that's fine. You can actually not date and be like very happy. But I do think that, well, it's not really about dating, right? It's about creating meaningful relationships. If you're not creating meaningful relationships, then especially when you're really young, then uh, it's going to get difficult later. And I kind of feel for you guys, and I care that you are able to be happy. Let's go! That's greed got me. Rap spent thousands of dollars on a model just so he can rent. I didn't spend thousands of dollars on a model. Politics is touching grass. Yes, politics is touching grass. Why aren't you touching grass? Like, you should be touching grass. Yeah, yeah, like, if you're struggling with your relationships, then try to focus on that, right? Try to learn a skill that you don't have, interacting with people and making friends and that sort of thing. Um, because politics, there's always going to be time for politics. There's always going to be time to become a more educated and a better version of yourself. But times to make lasting and meaningful relationships, um, those get rarer and rarer the more people kind of become interested in careers and things like that, you know, because especially in like a capitalist setup, relationships become more transactional and that kind of thing. A lot of people in life will approach you not because they care about you, but because they want to take like things from you and that sort of stuff. So, you know, if you're at a moment in life, which is like high school and that sort of stuff, where you can, yeah, like get an environment that's away from that, uh, I'd rather people enjoy it than they get too hooked up on like adult stuff um, relatively early on. Which I mean, you can be, but I do not recommend it. That's basically the long and short of what I'm saying. I do not recommend uh, that life. Ah, your Discord is the most social interaction I have had in a decade. Oh my goodness. That's not what I designed it for. I need to post a new video soon so it becomes more channel oriented, I guess. Rab's class on how to touch grass. Yay! I mean, it's kind of like anime, right? Like, a lot of people who hate people love anime. But they like the stories, and that's kind of concerning because you've created a culture where you know you're interested in people, but in people as consumption, people as a means to consuming stories, rather than people as ends in themselves. And that's kind of sucks. You know, that sucks because like um you're getting a generation where an increasing amount of people are creating art and telling stories, but they don't really care about real people or about real stories. So, one of the reasons why anime sucks so much right now is because everyone is just creating stories based on other anime because they don't have any lived experience, right? They don't have any sort of like yeah, they don't have any sort of like attachment to real people and real happenings. And that's worrying, you know, because it creates worst art. Everything becomes a JoJo reference or some shit like that. You know, art becomes entrapped in itself, and that's not good. It's not good for anime and it's not good for people. Okay, we surrendered because the this guy disconnected, so I'm going to report him for like leaving the game, and I think I've had enough. Ah, yeah, I'm not playing another one. I kind of hate League, so I can only have small doses of it. Wait a second. Okay, yeah, there we go. Okay, so thank you everyone for coming. I am very sorry we could not be around for more games, different games, but a lot of stuff happened. League is really fun. I have fun with League. I can only take it in small doses because I've already played a lot of that game. It's just like an easy thing to come back to whenever I want to come back to it. So yeah, thank you all for attending. I hope you had fun. I'll be editing Quebec 3 now, not the video itself, but the script. I think that's going to be finished today. I am going to record on Saturday. Over the weekend, I might edit the rest of it, but I don't really know what the future of this video is going to be. It's going to be published ideally this week or the next, so we'll be seeing each other about that. Thank you all for coming. It is very likely that next week we are going to be playing again, if not the week after that. So yeah, thank you, and we'll be seeing each other next time. Bye bye.